Hello and welcome back! This is Metal Rocker 86 coming to you with another album review. I think it's time to look at another group from overseas. So here's one who just released their first album this year. Nocturna, Daughters of the Night. Nocturna is a symphonic metal band that started out in 2021, formed by Grace Darkling and Rain Stillnight. They have only released one album so far, Daughters of the Night. On to the album. Daughters of the Night is the first studio album released by Nocturna, and it was released on January 21st of 2022. It consists of 10 songs, and altogether is just under 36 minutes long. All the band members go by their stage name, and please excuse me if I accidentally mispronounce them. On lead vocals, we have Grace Darkling and Rain Stillnight. On guitar, we have Hedon. On bass, we have Antares. And finally, on drums is Deimos. Now on to the songs, all of which were written by Federico Mondelli of Volturion and Frozen Crown. This first song is an instrumental that's just under 2 minutes long and is used as an intro for the album. It's called Spectral Ruins. This one sounds very creepy with the organs and background sounds to set the mood. This was a great song to start the album with. Now this next one is quite up-tempo. It's called New Evil. Instrumentation. The main focus is on the guitars and they will get you into a headbang, but you can also hear the drums in the background. The solo in this one is also rockin'. I interpret the lyrics as someone switching from good to evil. This was another good song on the album and it really gets you pumped. Now we get to my favorite song on the album, and it's the album's title song, Daughters of the Night. This one is also quite up-tempo and the energy is high. Instrumentation. The main focus again is on the guitars and they are shredding. But you can also hear the drums in the background, and they're lightning quick. As for the solo in this one, it's also shredding. The themes I can hear in this song are life and death, and mourning those we have lost. This was an amazing song on the album. Now the tempo slows down as we get to the sorrow path. Instrumentation. For the first minute and 15, the main focus is on the keyboard, and it's very soothing. Then things get much harder when the thrashing guitars come in with some background drums. And as for the solo, it's also pretty cool. The song then ends with the soothing keyboard. I interpret the lyrics as being about someone who has lost someone else in their life and they're trying to figure out how to continue on without them. This was another good song on the album. Now the tempo speeds up as we get to Sea of Fire. Instrumentation. It starts off with a short keyboard intro. Then the guitars come in, stealing the show with some background drums. For part of the verse, the drums are the main focus with some guitars here and there, but the guitars return soon after that. This one also has a cool solo. I interpret the lyrics as being about death and reincarnation, and this was another good song on the album. This next one is also up-tempo, and I love the energy in Blood of Heaven. Instrumentation. The main focus is on the hard guitars in this one, which will get you rockin'. And there are some speedy drums in the background. The solo is rockin' in this one. I interpret the lyrics as being about angels and demons and how demons live in darkness. This was another good song on the album. Now the tempo slows down as we go into this tragedy. Instrumentation. It starts off with a keyboard intro, then the guitars come in thrashing with some background drums. For the first part of the first verse, all you can hear are the bass and drums, but the guitars come back in full force. The solo in this one is also pretty cool. I interpret the lyrics as being about angels and demons again, but it's demons who are defined by their sins. This was another good song on the album. Now the tempo speeds up a bit as we get to Darkest Days. Instrumentation. This one starts off with another keyboard intro, then the guitars come in thrashing, and they kind of remind me of the Mark I theme from the first Iron Man movie. During the verse, however, the main focus is on the drums, with some guitars here and there, but the guitars return full swing for the chorus. I interpret the lyrics as being about someone who has lost someone else in their life and their memories haunt them. This was another good song on the album. Now we get to Nocturnal Whispers. This one's also a short instrumental and the tempo slows down. Instrumentation. It consists of organs and a violin, and it's very soothing. This was another good song on the album. Now the tempo speeds up as we get to the final song on the album, The Trickster. Instrumentation. The main focus is on the guitars with the catchy riff, but you can also hear the drums in the background. The solo in this one is also pretty cool. The themes I can hear in this song are life and death, and this was a great song to end the album with. So what did I like about this album? I was blown away by this one. The songs were all very well written, they were in the right order, the instrumentation sounded really good, and the vocals were awesome. There is nothing I would change about this album. To conclude this, I will definitely recommend Daughters of the Night, and I can't wait to see what Nocturna will release in the future. Well, that's the end of this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up down below, and don't forget to subscribe and share. Until next time, rock on!